Hey, guess what? I've said it before. I'm saying it again. We need to have activism, which it's sprouting up spontaneously in response to the Trump presidency. So the people on the left, the corporatist Democrats, are coming together with the real progressives to oppose Donald Trump. Isn't that nice? What the Democratic Party needs to do is cleanse itself of those corporatists who became Republicans and are losers. Guys like Chuck Schumer, if you remember Chuck Schumer's his whole strategy for the general election, Chuck Schumer, if you don't know who he is, he's the leading Democrat in the Senate. And he said, don't worry about blue-collar Democrats in Pennsylvania. For every blue-collar Democrat we lose in Pennsylvania, we're going to gain 2 to 3 Republicans in the suburb. That's what he said. So they went after Republicans, and they lost to Donnie Tinyhands. They don't even know why they're Democrats anymore. How are you a Democrat if you don't go after blue-collar voters, but instead you go after Republican voters? You're a fucking Republican. Chuck Schumer is a Republican. Show me how he's a Democrat. Somebody, please, in the comments, show me how Chuck Schumer's a Democrat besides being pro-gay rights and pro-abortion, because most Republicans are that now. Show me. Guess what happened? Some people got together and they went and occupied Chuck Schumer's office.
Good for them.
Isn't that fantastic? You want to see the video of it? Here it is. Look at this.
Together we are strong.
And in places like Cleveland and across Northeast Ohio, there are many families who, for a variety of reasons, feel invisible to local, state, and national party leadership. This is because rather than empower and listen to the concerns of working-class Americans, and the families that the party claims to represent, this party has become the party of Wall Street. We need leadership that takes its cue from the American people, not the corporate and financial establishment.
Right. Right.
And together we are strong.
17 demonstrators were arrested on Monday while staging a sit-in against Senator Chuck Schumer, a Democrat from New York, at the incoming Senate Minority Leader's office in Washington, D.C. The arrested protest group of roughly 40 people, urging Schumer to step aside and hand the party's leadership to either Senator Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren. That's what they wanted. They wanted, to hand the leadership of the Senate over to people who aren't bought by corporations, to people who didn't just lose the goddamn election to Donald Trump, and your only idea is to get more money from the people you should be regulating. That's Chuck Schumer. Our goal is to show the Democratic Party needs new leadership, and they failed to protect us. They did. The Democratic Party failed to protect them. He added of all of us 2016 group, we want Chuck Schumer to withdraw his name. I'm with them. Shahid said that all of the us 2016 formed about a month before President-elect Donald Trump's stunning White House win. These are activists starting their own activist group. And they're going out and they're occupying the Senate Minority Leader's office. Fantastic. Fantastic. The group now plans on targeting Wall Street Democrats.
Way to go.
He said, which it blames for the Republicans' win over Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. A lot of us are willing to go to jail, Shahid said, adding the group would target all Democratic senators who don't do anything they can to filibuster Trump's legislation that promotes his hatred or his greed. That's what I said. The Democrats could filibuster. They could filibuster as much as they can. We are here because so many of us are terrified and scared and pissed off, said Yang Jung Cho, a participant from Queens, New York. Donald Trump is a threat to the American people, she added, warning Monday's protest was the first warning to other Democrats. We're coming for you. So if the Democratic Party and Bernie Sanders, even Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, think you can still stay in bed with Wall Street, or some of you can still be in bed, or your leadership can be in bed with Wall Street, these people are here to let you know, fuck you. Get ready to lose to Trump again. Fuck you. We're not doing this shit anymore. Half the country's poor, you assholes. People are crushed by debt. You got a Democratic president outsourcing jobs, still deporting 2 million Hispanics. Shit Trump's dreaming of doing. Right now, the fucking Democrats are doing it, and these people are saying enough. And what did the Democrats do? What did the Democrats do? Bam! With the help of Bernie Sanders. And you know what they did to Bernie Sanders? He's the head of their outreach. So now Bernie Sanders has to go out and spread Chuck Schumer's message to get voters to come on board. He's the head of outreach. And Bernie Sanders is okay with it. You're going to lose again, Bernie. You lost with Hillary, and you did it on purpose, and you knew she was going to lose, and you backed her anyway. And what Bernie Sanders should have done, God damn it, and you know it and I know it, is he should have taken Jill Stein's offer and ran with the Green Party, and then Hillary Clinton would have shit her pants. Instead of what she did do was be arrogant, because she had every motherfucking lefty saying that they were going to support her. Like morons. Instead of challenging her to make her a better fucking candidate. To come together with the progressives and form a real coalition government. Instead, she picked Tim Kaine and those fucking idiot lefties. I'll support you even more now. I'm pretending this isn't happening. I'm supporting you more. Ha ha ha. This will be great, right? If she does shitty things and we say we support her, then she'll win, right? No, she wins if she's a better candidate, you fucking knuckleheads. You're going to... Get ready for 8 more years of Trump. The Democratic Party is dead. They keep doing shit. I'm not going to work to try to turn the Senate Democrat if Chuck Schumer's the leader. I'm not going to lift a goddamn finger to help them.
Do you recall any time Chuck Schumer led on anything that helped?
When did Chuck Schumer ever lead for anybody except himself and his donors? Ever. He's the one who told people, don't worry about the blue-collar voters. We're going to pick up Republicans in the suburb. That was his strategy, to go after Republicans. Chuck Schumer, and they just made him their leader in the Senate with Bernie's support. Bernie, you just supported Hillary Clinton, and she lost to Donald Trump. Why don't you wake up? Grow a spine. Bernie Sanders, when are you going to risk losing your friendship with the Democrats to help your country? When are you going to risk doing that? You had a stupid secret agreement not to attack Hillary Clinton, and you stayed by it. And then when the country needed you to do something with your movement, you told them to go work for the machine. And now you're telling them to back Chuck Schumer. What the? So this is the death rattle of the Democratic Party. If you don't see it, Bernie. If you don't see it, Elizabeth Warren. If you don't see it, Keith Ellison. This is it. I'm not going to help try to turn the Senate blue if it's Chuck Schumer. And the people who on the left who tried to help Hillary Clinton, if they still try to help you do that, they're losers again. Do you not see the people know? They went and occupied his office. What do you think's going to happen? I'm here with Ron Placone, Steph Zamorano, Hank Thompson. What do you think's going to happen if they keep? This is their big wake up call. They got their big wake up call, Ron, and this is what they did.
I think they need to do better and really hear the wake up call, because I think a lot of people, yesterday we were talking about how so many folks in the corporate media are still pointing the fingers everywhere except for themselves. But I think a lot of people that held their nose and supported Hillary Clinton, that were hesitant about it, now they're seeing, okay, it's not working anymore. The system's over. It's done. Now we need all new blood. We need all new ideas. This isn't going to cut it. This is not going to cut it.
I'd be satisfied with I'm not even looking for new ideas. I'm just looking for the idea that you're
supposed to... The New Deal is not a new idea. It's
right.
An old idea.
Yeah,
it worked really well.
Worked really well.
It sure did.
Where's Barack Obama talking about hey, we know we need to go back to the New Deal? No, never even mentioned it. They never mentioned FDR.
I don't think there's any time to do a New Deal because they have to do more war.
They got to do more war and get more money from George Soros and Wall Street. That's why they got Chuck Schumer. He's a great fundraiser. That's how you progress in politics. You raise funds. So whoever raises the most money gets attention from the party leadership because you're bringing them money. And they equate money with victory. Even though Hillary Clinton just raised $1 billion and got her ass handed to her. So that's what that's all about. That's why Chuck Schumer raises money from Wall Street, and then he gives money to his other colleagues in the Senate, and then they vote for him because he gives them. It's all about fucking money. It's got nothing to do with serve. What did Chuck Schumer serve the people? Look at this party. This party are dinosaurs. Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi. These people are dinosaurs.
And you know what, Jimmy? I can't trust Elizabeth Warren.
Can't trust Elizabeth
She
Warren.
was right out there stumping for Hillary Clinton. And as far as we know, where does she stand on DAPL? Where does she stand on fracking? Where does she stand on the TPP?
Where is she talking about? Hey, remember, did you see that big speech Elizabeth Warren gave about DAPL? Me neither. Me neither.
I thought I actually missed something. I was like, oh, I didn't see that. What did she say?
You didn't see it, did you, Hank? No, me neither. Where is she? Oh, she's going to take another tough stance. She's going to dress down another Wells Fargo CEO. Something that cost her nothing to do. Way to go, Democrats. Get ready for 8 years of Trump. This is the Democrats' big idea.